What's happening, people? Welcome back to the channel. I've got all my Vito Pro Pack plumbing tool bags out at the moment, which I've just recently done a video, and it's made me think, how much money do you actually have to spend on plumbing tools? It's very hard to say because it's the type of work you will be doing, right? So what I mean is that if you work on site, you will have your tools and certain particular type of tools. I think most tradespeople have at a max 1 or 2 bags for work. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus, I have a rucksack as well, and I have another 4 bags which are in my shed. And if you've watched any of my videos before, I've done my shed vlog where I tell you how much tools I've got to be able to run a small plumbing business, right? But that just got me thinking and saying to myself, do you reckon everybody else has got that? So if you are a tradesperson and you watch my channel, yeah, I just want to ask you, how many plumbing or how many tool bags, let's just not say plumbing, how many tool bags have you got or do you own? I know that I do not use all of these. This is my main bag. This is my next bag. This bag has probably left my house about 3 times, and the other bags have been abused. This bag leaves my tool, or leaves my property not a lot anymore, because I've got these small little pouches which I kind of carry, which kind of click onto the side of the bag, and it's more than enough stuff which I need to carry with me. I don't do overkill because I like to plan ahead with the day which I've got and prepare myself to be able to have whatever hand tools I need, whether they even be my power tools as well, ready for the job when it's ready to go to it. So I kind of have a good understanding because I've been in this industry coming up to nearly 22 years now. So I like to know ahead what job we're doing. So if we're going to fit a tap or something like that, I'll make sure I've got my box spanners and I've got my tap wench or tap spanner in the bag ready, and I've got flat screwdrivers, and I've possibly, in most of my bags, I actually have ceramic cartridges as well. So I've got all of the necessary things which I need, and always got little fittings as well. So I don't carry pack outs and stuff like that, because I find personally you're just lumbering around with too many bags. Having a pack out plus having my drills with me equals 2 bags alone, or 2 things to carry, plus having this on my shoulder. I just look like a hitchhiker, innit? Which is just a bit too much sometimes. I'm wearing myself down. I'm just always feeling overwhelmed by the bags what I'm carrying because they're filled to the bloody brim. So I've actually made omissions of sectioning these bags in different ways, right? In no specific order have I put them in a certain way. This is my main bag which I carry. It gets the most abuse. Used to be this main bag, but these 2 used to be my main carry and go. If I'm doing maintenance, because I am a plumber who has often had a 9 to 5, I've been an engineer, I've been a lead engineer, and I've been a supervisor. So carrying a small tool bag like this is necessary for someone like me, because I only need small things. You know, you're not doing massive bits of work when you're an engineer like myself. You're doing small jobs. So you need your socket sets, you need your screwdrivers, you need your Allen keys. I rarely carry my hammer to a day job or to a shift job which I'm working, because they kind of have those things. I don't carry the power tools neither, because they don't have those things neither. It's not necessary. But I've always wanted to ask people that question, because sometimes I feel that as tradespeople, we can do this thing where we go into like a trade shop and we see tools and it's like, da da da, and we just want to buy everything. Sometimes I've bought triple of what I have. So I have box spanners in here. I'm not proud to say this. Have another box spanners in here, and another one in here, and 2 outside. I don't know. I can't tell you why I buy so many. I know I need them, but I don't need 7 sets or like 6 sets. No, I don't. but I know that some are like my go-to and others are not my favorite. So I've got some in a roll which are in here, and another one which is on a roll in here. Those are like my go-to, instead of buying the 3 separate ones what you'll see from Rothenberg or something like that. And I've got an overkill amount of O-ring spanners which are inside this box. Can't lift it up, it's quite heavy, guys, but if you watch my bag video where I go through all of these, it's included in that. And that goes from 7 to 19. I think that's more than enough. I actually only carry one other O-ring spanner like this, which is a 17, which is obviously the right size for you to be able to take ceramic cartridges off, which is, I feel in personal instance, is quite a common job for a plumber to do. Oh, you know, could you change those? And that tool just does it all. So I don't need to carry anything else. Got adjustables as well. So it makes sense. But I've always asked people, or said to myself, am I doing too much? Because when I see some other people's tools, they're not the same, and maybe they haven't invested in certain bags. Bags don't make you a better tradesperson. You just care about carrying your tools which you've invested in something which is quality. And I have quality tools, so having a quality bag just goes hand in hand. And I work off of presentation as well. So some of the clients and customers who we go to as plumbers, as heating engineers, they definitely do look you up and down. And I think if you look the part, there isn't any reason for you to not get the money what you're asking for. And I think it goes hand in hand, innit? You know, like, I respect the trade, so how I look is something like a representation of myself, is what I wanted to say. Make sense? That's my justification, but I think everyone's justified to say whatever they feel, because, you know, a bag is a bag, that's the truth. But I don't want to be reinvesting and keep buying bags, because like I said, I've got these bags and the 4 outside and the rucksack. It's a lot. Sometimes I don't even know what to carry. I wake up in the morning and I say, oh, maybe I'll carry that bag, or maybe I should get this bag. And it becomes a battle with myself to say, like, what should I carry? I don't know if I'm the only person that does that. Maybe I think that's from having a little bit too much choice, but that's the card I've been dealt for myself at the end of the day, innit? And today I just wanted to ask questions, because I do get a lot of questions about my bags and how much I've spent on tools. And if I was to guess, because the video which I've done before, which was talking about all of these tools, I've got spanners, I've got a file in there which I had when I was in my teens. So when I was 19, I'm in my 30s now, and it's still in there. It's seen better days, but it works. I wouldn't be buying another one. And even adjustables from Barco's. I've got some adjustables from when I was 19 as well. They still work. Wouldn't be buying any new ones. Over the years, I've definitely spent in excess of, I would say, 8 to like nearly 10 grand on tools. When I include all my power tools, bags, drill bits, easy 10 grand. You know, I don't actually like to think about it, actually, when I'm thinking about it. But it's an investment, and I think, you know, like, I've got enough stuff to be able to do whatever I want to do at this present time. I've got 110 drills, I've got lights, I've got light stands, I've got chargers. Again, you see socket sets, cameras, you name it. I've got pretty much most of it. I've got drain cleaning machines as well. So I suppose so. Yeah. I never really thought about it like that until I pressed record and said to myself, I'm going to ask myself a question and trying to come up with the answer. But I would like to know how much you lot have spent on bags and tools, and what do you feel is your biggest expense as someone in construction. I feel it's this, but this is like my babies, and I've worked hard to get these things, because even these bags I feel are quite high quality bags and fairly priced for what you get. Some might call it expensive, but I didn't start off with these types of bags. I started off with a lot cheaper bags. I started off with bags which were given to me for free, even as an influencer. But now I'm in this league, Champions League. So I just get the best if I can afford it. It doesn't make me any better than anybody else as a tradesperson. I just like the way they look, like the quality, and same with the tools really. You know, I've got Ebrew tools mixed with Wearer tools because I just like them. So yeah, the question is, how much have you spent? What's your biggest expense? And how many tool bags have you got? I would say it's an average for people to have 1 or 2. Because I feel that 4 or 5, even what I've got, is excessive. But it's excessive only in the sense of people not understanding that I've got most of them for free. So of course I'm going to get them. I'm going to get some more as well. We are going to get up to about 10 or 20. Who knows? Anyway, like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you on my next upload. Please do use the comment section to be able for us to have this conversation. Enjoy the content. Look out for this new video which will be dropping very soon. It's Mr. London Plumber. Like, share and subscribe.